this morning I'm going to take the train to Modena and have my lunch there. I will go to Modena a little bit early and try to go to all those spots on Somebody Feel. There's a bar Tiffany that you can have this very traditional breakfast in the Modena style. Maybe I'll go to have some balsamic vinegar. Let's go. Modena, I think it's very lovely. It's quiet and it's organized. Let's see how it goes. So I decided to walk to Osteria Francescana. As it's early morning on Sunday, there's not many people around, and I just walked to this main plaza. Enjoying the morning and walking around when nobody's around is definitely the best you can do when you're traveling by yourself, because usually when you're traveling by yourself, you don't have that much of a luggage. It's actually quite good. They're super nice. I arrived a little bit early and they said I can just leave my luggage with them. Oh, so much lighter. I think I'm going to the bar Tiffany first. It's like a puff. Because it's deep fried, I don't think it's easy to make this shape. It's quite cute. Very airy and eat it with the cappuccino. So after breakfast, I went to this market. There's some authentic Parmesan cheese over there. Behind me is 15th century cathedral. It's very pretty because they have those rose pink windows, and also the church itself is white as well. And there are a lot of like travel groups and people are having fun in the morning.
I wanted to taste this one. It's also a very, very traditional product, a very old family.
Where is the family from here?
There are 250 families that produce it. Yes. You see the thickness?
How old is this one?
This is more than 60 years old.
60 years old?
Yes.
60-year-old one. They asked you to smell it first? Yeah, this one is something different.
Absolutely, yes.
It's sweeter than the other one too.
Very good. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I understand. My wish list in this little town has already been fulfilled. I walked around, I saw some monuments and attractions, and then I went to this balsamic vinegar store to buy the balsamic vinegar. I wasn't really planning to buy one, but then after I tried all those 12 years, 25 years, 60 years one, then I was like, I have to buy it. I bought a 25-year-old one, and then the lady was like, take it slow, it doesn't expire, just treasure it. So now I'm looking forward to my lunch. And when I walked out, there were two other customers. They just came in, and the lady was like, oh, have fun. And the other two was like, oh, she want a table. I think I'm very lucky.
Here.
Of the Osteria Francescana, we are going to have lunch here. I booked this restaurant like a month ago. I think it's very lucky that I can book it.
Hi.
Buongiorno. Good afternoon.
Good. I think there's only one menu now.
We have the menu. Also, you have a la carta.
It's the tasting menu. It's 320 euros. Or you can order from a la carte as well. Since we're here and it's difficult to book, we're just going to go for the tasting menu. It's like this. It's pretty. It's called With a Little Help from My Friends. Let's see what kind of help they get from their friends. And I'm going to say welcome.
This is cute.
We'll let you start with our welcome dish. You start on your side, that you will find
the prawn was refried from ciccio sultano. So in this case you have a salted cone filled with a prawn tartare, caper, lemon and a mousse of mozzarella bufala smoked. The image of the prawn is made by the tomato sudichinated. In front of you, the waffle. Inside it, guacamole of avocado, sea bass ceviche, and eggs of chard. Then we finish all with this cover hot broth made with a mix of seasoned vegetable and a roasted bread. It's a typical soup from Toscana called ribollita. So we recommend to start with the prawn, after the chow, and for finish, drink the hot broth.
So our starter, they recommend us to start from the prawn. It's like this. It's very cute. Start from this, and then they have a dish called chow. It's to say hello. And something like the hot broth. They recommend us to eat the prawn first. This. It's a finger food. See, it's like this. It's super good. I think there's some tomato taste and also some like the powder on top. There's some other taste as well. So there's a lot of layers to open up your palate for the lunch. And then after the prawn, we're going to eat the it's like scallop. It's like this. I think a lot of restaurants they have opening like snacks. There's more acidity taste in this one. It's like that one is giving you a welcome to their home. Then this one, they want you to wake up from morning, and then the hot broth. So finish it off. It's very good. I like this one. It tastes some sour sweetness together, and it's warm. So it's like very cohesive tone to end the appetizer.
Onion fondant. So in this case, you have a onion, but you have a bread. Bread because we think in Italian table never miss the bread. So now you have it's made by the bread and the onion inside it. At the top, cream of salted hazelnut, powder of gold, and a roasted onion, and for finish, white truffle on top. So it's a bread, so as well as one with your hand.
The bread basically, and it has some hazelnut and white truffle on top. It's very light. The bread is very airy and a little bit sweet on top of the truffle.
This is our tribute to Valtiero Marchesi, this iconic dish, the cold spaghetti with caviar. We have served you not the spaghetti, but a different pasta format typical of this area called rosetta. But in fact, is marinated white beetroot in a sea bass broth and shaped in the same format of the pasta. Inside of it you will find cuttlefish and oyster, and on the top lambrusco gel, the typical wine of this area, topinambur chips and caviar. At the base, some sauces made with miso, so the pasta is present in this dish, flavored with cuttlefish ink, red beetroot and aromatic herbs.
You mentioned one of the famous chefs in Italy. This one is for the spaghetti, so it's like a recreation of spaghetti. I don't know what's the best way to eat it. When you eat the beetroot together, I think this is turnip, and then turnip together, super fresh. It's like spring hit you in one bite.
And the scallops filled with the mortadella. So in this case, you have up and down. So now the mortadella raviolo, and inside it you can find the scallops. Instead of the ravioli, you can find a slice of marinated apple. Then the sauce is made by the smoked cauliflower. Finish on the top some olive oil made with the green onion. The chef in this plate recommends to eat the first raviolo with a slice under and a sauce in one bite. And then obviously the other two you can divide.
Why is it pink?
And for the mortadella is something like the ham.
Oh, ham.
That is
Oh, that's
pink
why.
with some white.
This dish is it's similar to ravioli, but they've made the ham thing on the outside, and inside is the ravioli. So you eat it in one bite with a little bit of sauce together. It reminded me of Chinese dumplings, like the one from Shanghai. Because some of the dumplings you can eat it when you eat it, there's soup inside. This one feels like when you bite it, the exuberance of the warmth just exploded in your mouth. It's like home. So super nice.
Family, another 3-star Michelin. Pumpkin tortello. So in this case, you have a tortello, but not made with the pasta. We made the tortello with pumpkin outside and inside it amaretto, mustard, the cream of pumpkin smoked seed. And then on the top, for finish off, aromatic butter.
So inside our pumpkin outside. I like the pumpkin. It is a little bit smoked. I didn't expect the acidity inside. It's really a good way.
Celebrate a great Mirella Cantarelli. We are in the 60s in her historic trattoria where she used to cook one of her most famous dishes, the savaren di riso, savaren of rice. So it's a historic preparation that consisted in a salad, rice pudding, made with boiled biltong, mushrooms and meatballs. This is our modern version, where the rice is replaced by the shawamushi, the Japanese pudding you will find at the base, made with egg white, rice, but also with Parmigiano Reggiano cheese water. We are going to mix Italian culture with the Japanese one. And also the boiled biltong and the mushrooms as the original preparation. Mushrooms called morels, stuffed with cotechino salami, and then mushrooms in form of this warm broth made with shiitake and porcini.
You can smell it, the mushroom and the soup. Yeah, it's very strong. Many layers of flavor. So you have the soft bottom, the mushi and the parmigiano. When you bite it, you have the meat, totokino. Very strong mushroom taste.
No.
You can clean the plate with the bread. You can make the sauce with the bread.
Scarpetta. Yeah.
Thank you. And this is the second tribute to Mirella Cantarelli and the guinea fowl cooked in the crate. So now in this case, the guinea fowl is filler on your left side, so the raw one side, with a mousse of bread and chestnut. On your right side, at the base, apple mustard, green sauce, puree of celeriac. And finish off, this is a sauce tribute to Nino Bergese and the risotto al fondo bruno. So we are in Imola, near Bologna. So in this case you have the sauce of the guinea fowl that we filter on the toast.
This dish smells very good after I put the sauce in. I think there's a little bit of sesame on top. The white one is a little bit of sweet. And then, that one is fresh. I think some kind of fruit. When you mix with other sauce, it makes this dish more rich. It has different layers of taste as well.
And now we move in Ferrara, near Bologna. And the first tribute to Igle Scorelli and the wild duck filled with the eel. So in this case we start at the base, that you can find a spinach and horseradish. Then marasche. Marasche is a type of sherry, typical sherry from Modena. And then the eel, that is lacquered with the saba. Saba seems like the mosto, but mosto is for the wine and saba is for the balsamic vinegar. And on the top, the crispy skin of the wild duck. On the left side, a sauce tribute to Modena because made by the sherry and the balsamic vinegar. On your right side, the sauce made by the eel and the wild duck together.
This is a menu that travels through places we're finally almost at Modena. So on the left hand side they have this cherry and Modena vinegar. Try to eat it this way. Wow, you have so many tastes in one bite. First, because I have some cherry and vinegar sauce, it's a little bit of acidity and sweet. So because of the eel taste, I think it's very homely for some reason. It combines so well with the spinach. And also the wild duck is on the top, it's crispy. So when you bite it, you have all different flavors and texture and tastes. They have some wasabi taste in between as well. I think because of eel, it reminds me of some of the Japanese dishes.
The second tribute to Igle Scorelli and the onion paden. So in this case it's not a paden, but you have a risotto. And it's our producer. We cook the rice in a ginger water and then we finish in a cream made by the crème caramel, foie gras and lacton souchong, so smoked black tea. At the top, powder of coffee and caper. Under the rice, you can find a caramelized onion, candied ginger, and a sauce that is made by the chocolate and the sauce of the meat. So in this plate, we recommend to take the spoon and go under the rice for take all the ingredients. The last two is a sauce made by the chocolate and the sauce of the meat.
Sauce of the chocolate and meat.
Yeah.
Oh wow, so special. Thank you.
I think this is the final main course. It's a kind of risotto. They mentioned it has ginger in it, and also at the bottom the sauce is made combining chocolate and meat. Take everything, then you have something in the bottom too. Wow. It's very unexpected taste because the surface of it, it's like salty, onion taste, ginger taste, very normal. And because you combine the meat and the chocolate together, it rounds up the taste with a little bit of sweetness. It's a very good end of the main dish.
In for sauce, we celebrate again Vergese, the our idea of this veal sirloin. So we replace the veal with an apple sirloin, what we say, we can say. An apple earth like in a warm broth and with hibiscus, plum and guanciale, pork cheek. Find also an almond ice cream on the top and these apple chips with blueberries powder. Complete your dish with this restricted hibiscus broth.
Hibiscus?
Hibiscus broth, yes, it's flowers used
flowers.
for making tea. Yes, very fresh.
Okay.
To contrast the sweetness of the pumpkin. It's acidity also.
This is the dessert. It's an apple dessert. I don't know what's on the bottom. It's very fresh, very refreshing, and it's warm too. They have some ice cream. Almond ice cream. The almond taste is very strong, and then at the bottom, this is either pear or apple. So fresh. It's like one of those dishes that you finish the main course, and then you're like, oh, I'm going to fall asleep, and then you have one of these desserts to wake you up.
Okay, so we are really sorry because at the end we dropped your ice cream cone.
Yeah.
And so with this dish we have a tribute to Gianfranco Vissani and his cold soup of carbonara. And even though this is a really particular plate, we tried to maintain all the traditional ingredients from the carbonara itself. So at the base you will have a ganache that we made from banana and some pig chip, hidden by this foam of English cream with some black pepper in it. On top you'll have this ice cream that we made from the pecorino romano cheese and a cone of banana. Usually at the end of the cone we are used to find the chocolate at the bottom, but in this case it won't be the chocolate, but it will be the caviar. Caviar that the chef Gianfranco uses a lot in his dishes.
I see.
And since this is a carbonara, some black pepper is a must, right? This is not black pepper. It's not chocolate, but these are the peels of the banana that we smoke, that we dry.
This is a dessert. It looks like dropped ice cream, yeah. I think that's the concept. There's some meat in it. It's so good. A little bit of, I think, banana taste. But then when you scoop it, there's some meat and a little bit of spice too. And then at the scone of the ice cream, you have this caviar. Oh, super good. It's super good, oh my god. It's one of the desserts that you wouldn't expect, but you sort of make sense. It's very innovative, but also it conveys some traditional value. It's definitely one of the best restaurants in the world, and I think I'm super lucky that I have lunch here. Maybe next time if I have a chance, I'm going to come back to order all those signature dishes. But it's a nice way to enter this lunch.
Start on your left side, the macaroni, rice, saffron and gold for Gualtiero Marchesi, and the risotto, saffron and gold. In the middle, cannoli, so we are in Sicily, filled with a cream of mulberry, cassis, and outside a crumble made by the strawberry. Then you can find for you, sir, a mini babà, obviously with room. On the top, orange cream, candy, orange and almond for finish. But for you, madam, you have this butterfly made with the gel of passion fruit. Say it all the time, the last but not least, because it's the unique plate in all the menu from Massimo Bottura, the chef. Outside is dark chocolate, inside the cream made by the wild rabbit. On the top, the powder is from nut, topinambur, herb, chocolate, and mushroom. We recommend to start with the macaron and finish by the camouflage because it's too strong.
First, it's something like a macaron. Saffron. It's a kind of flower. Very fresh aroma taste. The second one is it's pretty, like a spring dish. Oh, this one is super fresh because I don't drink, so I have this jelly butterfly thing. They have their theme. Wow, it's super fresh. This is the passion fruit. The passion fruit taste is very strong. Finally, they asked us to finish this one, the strongest, like the camouflage. This is good.
We have a couple of dehydrated vegetables, topinambur, black truffle, mushroom, aromatic herbs from our countryside.
It's very strong. Have some truffle on top. The final dessert. Oh, it's a nice lunch with a little help from my friends. Even though it's a new menu and I didn't see some of the very signature dish, I think it's great. And my coffee. I see you next time.